students. This class I am going to discuss about a few questions from mathematical reasoning, the questions which the students has expressed me as a doubts. Let us see the first question. The truth value of 2 plus 10 is equals to 2. 20 into 10 is equals to 200. This statement is a false statement and this statement is a true statement. For these two statements, one is a false, the other one is a true. In between, and is there. You know about and. And is true only when both the statements are true. Both the statements are true, then only and is true. That's why it is a false statement. So the truth value of this particular statement is false, right? Let's have another question discussion here. These are the four options given. Among these four options, which of the following is true given? For that, you have to know if and only if by implication is true only when both the statements are true or both the statements are false. If two statements are true, by implication is true. If the two statements are false, then also by implication is true. So now observe here, 3 plus 7 is equals to 10 is a true statement. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 is a true statement. If and only if both the statements are true, if and only if is true. No need to check the remaining, because which of the following is true? First statement is true. You can say this is a false statement, this is a true statement, if and only if is false. Next, this is a false statement, if and only if this is a true statement, so false. Next, here it is a false statement, next one is a true statement, if and only if is false. That's why the first statement is only the true statement. This is another question. Given that water freezes below 0 degrees Celsius. P is given, water freezes in the morning. Water freezes in the morning. What is the meaning of that? Morning, the temperature was below 0 degrees centigrade. This one what is saying? This morning temperature was below 0 degrees centigrade. You see, given that water freezes below 0 degrees Celsius, P given water freezes in morning. That means morning temperature was below 0 degrees centigrade or not? The same given Q also. That's why here P and Q are logically equivalent. So the answer is P and Q are logically equivalent, right? So this is the question. P given as 4 is an even number, even prime. This is a false statement. 6 is a divisor of 12, is a true statement. HCF of 4 and 6, highest common factor of 4 and 6 is given 2. That is also a true statement. Then is asking which of the following statements, which of the following statement is true. Okay, let us see the first one. P and Q. P is a false, Q is a true, between and is there, right? And is a true only when both the statements are true. That's why it is a false statement. First option is wrong. Next, come back to the third one. P or Q. P is a false, Q is a true, between or. So it is a true statement, because you know or is false only when both are false. So that's why it is a true statement. Next, and negation or. What about or? Or is a true statement. But when or is a true statement, what about negation or? Negation or is a false statement. Now true and false. That's why this total statement is again a false statement. That's why this is also not the correct option. Next, come back to this one. Negation of You check Q is true, R is also true, between these two and is there. That's why both are true. It is a true statement. For that negation is there, so it is a false statement. Or P, it is a false. False or false, both are false. Then R is false. That's why it is also a false statement. Most probably the fourth option may be correct. Let me check. Negation P is true, or Q and R both are true. Now you get this one as true. Both are true, then R is true. So that's why fourth option is correct. Right? Let's have another question discussion here. P implies Q or R is false. Then he is asking truth values of P comma Q comma R. First of all, you have to know implies is false. Implies when it is false. Implies is false only one. First statement is true. Second statement is false. Then only implies is false. In all the rest of the cases, it is true only. That's why this must be true. Yes or no? So first one must be true. Q or R, whatever it may be. In this case, it is false or not, because P must be true. So P is true only in the first case. That's why we can say the first option is correct. Right? Let's have another question here. The negation of this statement is asking. So first of all, you know the negation of P implies Q. Can anyone tell me how to find out the negation of P implies Q? As we told earlier, negation of P implies Q logically equivalent to negation P or Q. Now, negation is entering inside or changes to AND. Negation of negation P is P or changes to AND. That's why you will get negation Q. That is negation of P implies Q. But what about negation of P if and only if Q? What about the negation of P if and only if Q? Negation of P if and only if Q is logically equivalent to P if and only if negation Q. Sir, how sir? Negation of P if and only if Q is P if and only if negation Q. Just check, construct the truth table for this. Construct the truth table for this. This truth table last column, this truth table last column, you will get the same. That's why these two statements are logically equivalent. That's why negation of P if and only if Q is logically equivalent to P if and only if negation Q. Now we have to find out negation of P if and only if negation Q we have to find out. For this negation we have to find out. Observe here. Here negation is there. What we are doing for this statement, negation means what we are doing? For Q extra negation we are getting. For Q extra negation we are getting. That's why for this negation is nothing but P if and only if negation of negation Q. Yes or no? But what about negation of negation Q? Negation of negation Q is Q only. That's why you will get a P if and only if Q. So very good idea this question, because this particular information, it's a truth table same. The last column of this truth table, the last column of this truth table same. That's why negation of by implication is logically equivalent to this one. With the help of this information, we are doing this particular question. Negation of P if and only if negation Q is nothing but P if and only if Q. Right? Let's have another question here. If 5 greater than 7, then 6 less than 4. For this statement, we have to write the negation of this statement. What is the negation for this statement? As you know, negation of P implies Q. Just now we discussed. Anyone? Negation of negation P or Q. That is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. So for this statement, this is the negation P and the negation Q we have to write. But to write this one, first of all you have to know what is P, what is Q. Come on, tell me what is P. The statement P is 5 greater than 7 and the statement Q is 6 less than 4. Now what we have to write, the negation of P implies Q. P and the negation Q. What is P? 5 greater than 7 and 6 not less than 4. That's what we can write in another way. 5 greater than 7 and 6 greater than or equals to 4. So for this statement, this is the way of writing negation, right? So to write this one, definitely you must have an information of this particular idea. If you know this, we can write this one. Okay. This is another question. He is asking negation of P if and only if negation Q. So if we haven't discussed the earlier questions, it becomes a little bit lengthy. We have to discuss because for this we have to construct a truth table. Last column of the truth table, all truths, then it is a tautology. Last column of the truth table, all false, then it is a fallacy. But other options also there. Now, as we discussed earlier, negation of P if and only if Q is logically equivalent to P if and only if negation Q. Right? Now, both sides apply, or for that negation we have to find out. Negation of P if and only if negation Q is logically equivalent to, come on, negation of P if and only if Q means what we got? P if and only if, for this term we got negation. They are also same. For this term we have to get negation. That means negation of negation Q. That is nothing but Q only. So we will get this is equal to P if and only if Q. Logically equivalent to this one. So this option is correct. This is another question. He is asking about this is a tautology, a contradiction. Tautology and a contradiction both not possible. The other one is given tautology but not contradiction. No doubt there is no alternative. We have to construct the truth table for this. The truth table also P, Q, R. 3 statements are involved. That's why for all those 3 statements we have to construct the truth table. P, Q, R. So both the statements are true. First is true, second is false. False, true, false, false. These are the possibilities. What I told, repeat again. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Now next what I told, 4 times T and then 4 times false. That is the way to write when 3 statements are there. Earlier also we discussed this one. Now for this we have to construct the entire truth table. Just pay attention here a little bit. We have to take care. There is no alternative. This is the way only we have to proceed. Right? So first of all we will construct the truth table for P implies Q. Everyone know how to construct the truth table for P implies Q. Implies is false only when first statement is true, second statement is false. First statement is true, second statement is false. So here it is false. First statement is true, second statement is false. So here it is false. In all the rest of the cases, it is true only. That is about P implies Q. Next we are constructing RP. Next we are constructing RQ. And then I am going to construct RP implies RQ. That means for these two we are going to construct implies. So pay attention here. A little bit lengthy, but very easy one. RRP, you know, you have to think about RRP. These two only we have to think. Observe here. R or P. R is false only when both are false. Right? Observe these two only. 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 These two. Both are false. That's why we have to write false. Next. Both are false. That's why we have to write false. Right? Next in the similar way R, RQ. That means you observe these two columns now. R, RQ. Here both are false, that's why we have to write false. Here both are false, that's why we have to write false. In all the cases, it is true only. Here also you will get true. Here also you will get true. Now, between these two, implies is there. We know implies is false only when first statement is true, second statement is false. Here only implies is false. In all the remaining cases it is true. In all the remaining cases it is true only. Now the last one we have to construct what he is asking. What he is asking means this particular one, observe here. This particular one is P implies Q, and this particular one, between these two, what is there? Between these two, implies is there. So now, when first statement is true, second statement is false. First statement is true, second statement is false. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. No way. That's why in all the cases you will get true only. So that is the reason we can say it is a tautology. This is a tautology, right? So this is another question given here. P is a true statement, Q is a false statement, R is a true statement. Then he is asking which of the following is a true statement, right? He is saying P is a true statement, Q is a false statement. Now what can you say about this one? It is a false statement. Now and R is there. R is true. Between these two and is there. So the entire statement is a false statement. That's why first option is not correct. Next, P is a true statement implies Q is a false statement. Now what can you say about this? Is a false statement. And negation R. What is negation R? R is true. Negation R must be false. That's why you get F and F. It is false only. That's why second option is also not correct. Next come back. P and Q. P is true. Q is false. That's why what we will get here? It is a false statement. Next. P is true or R is also true. That's why it is a true statement. Now between these two what is there? And is there. Between these two and is there. So what is the answer? One is false, the other one is true. You know about and. Both are true, then only it is true. That's why it is again a false statement. That's why the third option is also wrong. That's why we can go for the last option is correct. Q is false. Implies P and R. P is true and QER is true. Between these two what we have to write? It is true only. Now false implies true, you will get a true only. Because implies is false only when first statement is true, second statement is false. Then only it is false. That's why it is a true statement. So fourth option is correct. Hi dear students. Let's have another question here. These are questions are called as statement type questions. Statement type questions means what they will ask generally. They will give two statements. This is first question. They will give two statements. First statement is given, second statement also given. So two statements given. Then options will be given like this. First option is statement 1 is true, statement 2 is true, statement 2 is correct explanation for statement 1. Both the statements are true. Statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. And the third option is first statement is true, second statement is false. And the fourth option is first statement is false, second statement is true. Like that the options given. Okay, this is the first question. S1 given P or Q and negation P and negation Q is a contradiction. Is a contradiction means is a fallacy. Fallacy is always false. Observe here the first one, P or Q, and this we can write it as negation of P or Q. Agree or not? P or Q and negation of P or Q. Array, if this is true, then this will be false or not? If this is false, then this will be true or not? Yes or no? Because P or Q, this is negation of P or Q. So that's why between these two what is there? And is there. One statement is true means the other statement is false. One statement is false means the other statement is true. Between these two and is there. This is always false. That's why which is always a contradiction. But a second statement is given definition of a contradiction. What is the definition of a contradiction? All the truth values in the last column must be false. Then it is said to be a contradiction. That's why both are correct and it is the correct explanation. Because of this definition only we are calling this one as a contradiction. That's why first statement we can say it as the first option is correct. Both the statements are true. Second statement is the correct explanation for first statement. So we have another question is given. This is the second question. S1 given as P and negation of P and Q is a tautology. Let's have a construction of a truth table. We can do it easily. So both are true. First one is true, second one is false. False, true, false, false. These are the possibilities to construct the truth table, right? Now what I am doing is I am constructing the truth table for P and Q. You know and is true only when first case. Both the statements are true. Remaining all the cases it is false only. Next for that we have to write the negation. That means negation of P and Q we are going to construct. And what about the negation of P and Q? We already got P and Q. Its negation we have to construct. Its negation. Come on, tell me. Its negation is false. It is true. It is true. It is also true. Now you have to observe P and negation of P and Q. That means we have to observe the first one and the last one. The first one and the last one we have to observe. Between these two and is there. And is true only when both are true. Both are true. That's why it is true. Next, in all the cases it is false. Now you can observe here. It is not a fallacy. It is not a tautology. So that's why it is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. But what is saying in the question is a tautology. Second statement is given tautology definition. That's why which option we can select? First statement is false. Second statement is true. Tautology correct definition only given. That's why first statement is false because it is not a tautology. We haven't got all truths. Right? So that's why it is not a tautology. So second statement is true. Tautology definition given. So this is another question. They are given P is X is irrational. Q is Y is a transcendental number. R given as X is irrational if and only if Y is a transcendental. That is the information given. That means R is given as a P if and only if Q. But what is saying in statement 1? R is equivalent to QRP. This is never equals to QRP. That's why statement 1 is false. Statement 1 is false means obviously we can take fourth option is correct because only in the fourth option statement 1 is false. Okay, you can check for this one also. R is logically equivalent to negation of P if and only if negation Q. Okay, that means definitely this statement must be true. Then only the fourth option is correct. So that's why I am taking, as discussed earlier also, negation of P if and only if negation Q. Come on, tell me. This is nothing but P if and only if negation of negation Q, as I discussed in the earlier also. That's why this is logically equivalent to P if and only if Q. So that's why R is logically equivalent to P if and only if Q. Yes, R is equals to P if and only if Q only. That's why this is S2 is true, right? Let's have another question discussion here. So P, someone is brilliant. Q is given as someone is rich. R is given as someone is honest. He is asking negation of someone is brilliant and dishonest. Someone is brilliant and not honest. That means what he is asking? He is asking this. First of all, we will write about this statement. Someone is brilliant and dishonest. Someone is brilliant and dishonest. Dishonest means negation R. That means he has given P and negation R. That is the information here given. If and only if someone is rich. Someone is rich means that is Q. That is the statement. So for this statement, he is asking negation. You can check this option is there in the options. So that is the answer for that particular question, right? So another question discussion here. Here also this is statement type question. So this is the last question in level 4 of your assignment or mathematical reasoning. So this is the first statement. P and negation Q and negation P and Q is fallacy, right? P and negation Q and negation P and Q is fallacy. That means it is a contradiction. Whereas this one is P implies Q if and only if negation Q implies negation P is a tautology. So about these are the two statements. Same. These two statements are true or false that we have to say. Right. First statement what is saying? P and negation Q and negation P and Q. You can observe all symbols are and only. So we can interchange. So if you interchange, what happens? P and negation P and Q and negation Q. Anywhere we can write because the same symbols. If you have A intersection B intersection C intersection D is there, that we can write A intersection B intersection C. Like that also we can write. Anywhere we can interchange. That's why I written in this way. Now you can see P and negation P. P and negation P is always a fallacy. Q and negation Q is always a fallacy. You can check. Suppose this is a P, this is a negation P. P means two possibilities, either true or false. Negation P, what happens? False, and this is true. Between these two, and is there. Between these two, and is there. It is false, it is false. That's why P and negation P is always a fallacy. Q and negation P is always a fallacy. Fallacy and a fallacy, you will get contradiction, that is fallacy only. That's why first statement is correct. This is a fallacy. Next come back to the second statement. What is saying in the second statement? If you observe carefully, the second statement is P implies Q if and only if. What we can say this one? Negation Q implies negation P is the contrapositive of the statement P implies Q. This is the contrapositive of the statement P implies Q. That means this is logically equivalent to P implies Q or not. That's why we can write P implies Q. Right? So he is saying this is a tautology. Both are same. You can observe here. P implies Q, truth table you know. P, Q. Next P implies Q. P implies Q. Right? So this is true, both are true. First is true, second is false. False, true, false, false. In this case only it is true, false. Rest of the cases it is true only. Here also true, here also true, here also true. Again P implies Q we have to write. That is true, false, true, true. First statement is true, second statement is false, right? Now, between these two, if and only if is there, that means P implies Q, if and only if Q implies P. Tell me now. If and only if truth table you have to know. If and only if truth table is what? Both are true, it is true. Both are false, then also it is true. Both are true, it is true. Both are false, then also it is true. So both are true, it is true. Both are false, it is true. Both are true, it is true. Both are true, it is true. Now tell me, it is a tautology or not? For all possibilities, we got true only. That's why it is a tautology. So that's why second statement is also correct. But first statement is correct. Second statement also correct. But second statement is nowhere connected with the first statement. That's why first statement is correct. Second statement is also correct. S2 is not the correct explanation for S1 because they are not linked. If one is linked to another one, because of second statement we are getting the first one, then we can say S2 is the correct explanation for S1. Here both are correct statement, but they are not connected. So both are correct. It's not the correct explanation. That means second option you have to select. Okay, bye.